What is up, everybody? Hopefully y'all can hear me. If got anybody watching there, be sure to chime in. Let me know that you can hear me all right. Adjust some volume settings here. Okay, let's see there. Yeah, I think we've got some audio going. So, hope everybody's doing good. Give a moment. Let's see. Yeah, I think we've got some audio going. Alright. Having a little issues today with getting things set up. How's it going, everybody? Happy Thursday. So, thought I'd go live. Currently up here in northwest Missouri. We do have kind of a very small conditional severe weather threat. Nothing to get overly excited about. We were under a slight risk earlier, but the most update, or the latest update from the SPC, they dropped that slight risk for northeast Kansas, southeast Nebraska, northwest Missouri, and I think it even extended up into southwest Iowa as well. We still are under a marginal. There is a potential for some very few isolated storms. Not expecting anything spectacular, but we do want to see what we can do with the weather here. Let me get a different position here. So, what's going on right now in the environment is very capped. Basically what that is stable warm air, a layer of stable warm air about anywhere 3,000 to 5,000 feet up in the atmosphere from the surface. Basically, as parcels of air are rising up towards that cap, when they meet that cap, they lose their buoyancy. That basically inhibits storms from forming and busting loose. So there's hopes that maybe that cap will break, but not getting overly excited about anything just yet. There is some cell development starting to happen out towards the west of Salina, Kansas, just above I-70. So let me bring up my radar here. And show you kind of what I'm looking at here. So these line of storms here that are popping out towards just north of Great Bend, Kansas, and like that. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Potentially to see if that will make its way up here towards us. There is a chance of the cap weakening. I think the last I looked was like around the 23Z or 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time, so this area is 6 p.m. That, I think that time frame, the last I looked at models and things like that, there's a chance that the cap or the inhibiting factors are going to be at their lowest in that kind of time frame. So I figured we'd get out and about, we see what happens, and go from there. Like I said, I'm not expecting anything super extreme or anything to go crazy. This is either going to be a small bang or just a complete bust. Either way, I figured I'd track it for a couple hours, and more than welcome to join me along. I appreciate you chiming in and checking in, and we'll see how it goes. If there is anybody watching at the time, can you chime into the chat for me and let me know if you're getting audio, if anybody's hearing okay. Just kind of currently getting...
David's in the 501. Check your messages on Slack.
Copy that, will do. Stand by just a moment, folks. I've got to get some things lined out here. Hopefully, checking some audio, fixing some things here. Hopefully that sounds better. Had somebody let me know there was a little bit of echo in there, so hopefully this is coming through a lot better. Alright, so I'm going to take a look at these cells that are kind of to the southwest here.
You're good.
Copy that, thank you. (501) dispatch. I'll be 1018, currently Mountain City, Missouri. Be around northwest Missouri, northeast Kansas, southeast Nebraska.
Captain Service up 250. Captain Service 50.
Alright. So that there, team I chase with is a Torcon weather team. Letting them know that I'm going to be out and about. Like I said, I'm not expecting anything drastic. With any luck, these cells down to the southwest will make their way up to us. That would be nice. Let me slide over here. Again, this little area right here is what I'm watching for. They're starting to pop pretty decent. Nothing too spectacular, but I'm hoping, I'm hoping they make their way up to us with any luck. So, all right, let's get on the road and we'll get to moving here. Let me if there is anybody watching live and they want to chime in and chat, feel free to do so. I'll glance over to it every so often, but we're gonna head up the road here and kind of head towards where those storms would be tracking. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day. I know up here in this area we're currently at 83 degrees. It is pretty beautiful out. I'm not gonna lie there.
1902 dispatch. I'll be 10-8 in Akron and 10:41 social.
It is beautiful out, I'm not gonna lie. Still would like to see a couple storms, but so looking into this weekend, back early on, they were talking about both Saturday and Sunday being good chances for some severe weather. Pretty large areas. There was two big large areas of 15% risk. Over the past couple days, it's kind of changed. At one point, they took out the Saturday's threat, but that since has come back in. I guess it's today. That's come back into play. So after today, I'll be taking a look at Saturday, potentially looking at chasing on Saturday. Probably along the Kansas-Missouri line, but I'm going to look look at the models and kind of game plan that a little better as more data comes in for that. So with today, at one point there was a slight risk, some storm development. The hopes is that we will see that break. I apologize if that camera started to come down. So we're going to get kind of positioned here along this road. Get backed out of the way here. Just kind of a waiting game.
704 dispatch.
Just to see what happens.
704. Show me 10-8, 10-41 for dispatch.
So,
1756.
taking a look at these cells down here. Moving very fast. They're sub 30 mile per hour. But some decent hail, 1-inch hail with a couple of the cells. Again, these are the ones to the west of Salina, Kansas, that are tracking off to the east and northeast. So we'll kind of wait it out and see if that develops into anything for this area. So hopefully I have things showing up in chat. I can't, for some reason, my setup here is not showing me my chat, so I'm trying to figure that out real quick here. Things showing up in chat. I can't, for some reason, my setup here is not showing me my chat, so I'm trying to figure that out real quick here. So I gotta let my camera cool down here for some reason. Getting too hot. She's starting to reboot here for me. This is facing into the sun too long, and it's kind of got a dark backing on it, so that's a good conductor of heat there. See if I can't get this to come back up here and hopefully keep it cold. Let me see if I can adjust some things here. Not good when you have these technical difficulties like this. Not good at all. Hopefully that doesn't get too hot again. All right. So how's everybody's day been? Comment in the chat there. So, like I said, I'm over here northwest Missouri. I'm just a couple miles, I think, just to the west of Mountain City. Just kind of a sitting and waiting game. I think the last time I streamed, I kind of equated storm chasing to like fishing. Do all your research for the best spots, and you gotta try them out, and if you're not hitting there, you move to another spot, and so on and so forth. comes to mind. There is quite a bit of cloud cover. You can see blue sky, but there is kind of a bit of cloud cover. Clouds are moving off to the northeast from where I'm sitting. Kind of wish those storms that were out in central Kansas there were more up this way. Give us something to go after. There's quite a bit of it popping down there. Whoop. Got a little too. So yeah, these cells here sure would be nice if they were up here near us. That's quite a run to make from where we're at. It looks like I got a few people that went out that way, it looks like. Turned a little bit of cool air on to hopefully hit the back of that camera and keep it cooled down for us so we don't lose that again. I love those technical difficulties. Like I said, I'm not expecting too much in the ways of spectacular, but we will see what may possibly develop. Can't guarantee anything. Looks like out there towards Russell, Kansas, Hayes, Kansas, they're getting all the fun right now. Just got a special weather statement popped up down there, so maybe that'll start developing this way as well. Only time will tell. A lot of it depends on if that cap can be broken, or if, you know, something can bust through that cap to allow storms to develop and form. Hopeful that we'll at least get at least one storm, but we are within the mesoscale discussion area. That mesoscale discussion area, let's see, mesoscale discussion 271 pretty much said watch unlikely. That came out about 3:50 Central Time. It basically took the place of the slight risk that was there, but that's not to say that there couldn't be something develop. Got special weather statements kind of popping over along the Missouri, Illinois area, Iowa area. We're going to move a little bit here. I just want to make sure I don't have any signal drop or anything like that. Head west a little bit here. I know we'll be coming up on Nebraska line here in a moment. So does anybody have any big plans for their weekend? I know opening day for baseball was today for a lot of teams. I think the Royals opening day's today as well. Hopefully they won't get rain delays or anything like that. At this point it doesn't look too likely, but I apologize if you see my fingers come in front of the camera. I'm just trying to make sure she's not getting too hot. Don't need her getting all hot and bothered and shutting down on us. Big lake. Nice thing about up here in this area in particular is, I mean, you've got wide open views with this farmland and everything. I mean, you can see for a ways out across the fields. Good, clear shot of the sky. If you're watching along, don't hesitate to jump in there to the chat and say hi. We're probably going to turn around here. I don't really want to go up to Craig, Missouri. Don't really need to go any further north. So we're going to bust a U. We're going to go back. Like I said, I'm just kind of biding time right now. Give these storms a chance to maybe work their way up here towards us. We're 84 degrees now. If you are chiming in and you want to say hi and drop a like, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button, that way you know when I go live and I post content. Give a shout, let me know where you're at, where you're watching from, and as always, you're tuning in. I appreciate you tuning in. In addition to my YouTube channel here, you can find me on Facebook, Storm Chaser Jeff Smith. You can find me on Instagram, JD Smith WX. If it doesn't pop, doesn't develop, by I'd say 7 o'clock, like that, probably a pretty good chance I'll cut my stream down then. We'll just have to see, but pretty good development right now out towards the Salina, Kansas. There, out to the west of them, right along I-70. Just not sure the chances that would make its way up to us, but it is kind of hopping down that way. I might start working my way. I might work my way over to southeast Nebraska, and that way I'm kind of at that Nebraska-Kansas line for any development to come up that way. Where I'm at right now is kind of at the northeast edge of that mesoscale discussion, where that slight risk was initially. I think we're going to turn here and way back towards southeast Nebraska. Hopefully I don't drop any stream here. These roads are kind of spotty back here in these little rural farm areas. UPS man. Hopefully I can get around here before that machinery gets on the road. Don't want to get stuck behind him. Success. Do see a little bit of lag in my feed. too bad. We get our way back over to a little bit more civilization. Hopefully I'll have a little bit better luck, better signal. Not too far from the Big Lake, Missouri area. They're kind of notorious for flooding. I don't think that's been so much of a concern here recently because we definitely are in lack of moisture. Pretty dry conditions up here. We really haven't had the moisture like we need to have. See, we've got people watching along, but nobody is commenting or chatting. So don't be afraid to say hi. I'm on the other side of a camera, so I don't bite. Say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Some of these old farmhouses are neat out here. My good friends with Torcon. He's actually the regional director for the area that I live in. Jim Sublet, call him Subby. He'd be proud because I did stop at a gas station and make sure I had snacks. No matter how short this chase or this venture may be, definitely got to have snacks. So. Just the drive itself, I mean, granted, you know, storms aren't popping or anything, but like I said, just the drive alone out in this area with these flat lands and fields, I mean, you could just see skyline for a ways, and just pretty scenery to me. You can kind of see some of the bluffs of the river, the Missouri River. Fortescue, Missouri. Basically kind of a spot in the road. But along this little highway here, 159, but hopefully I avoided the construction. I don't know if I succeeded in that or not, but we'll see. Hey, now I'm seeing some chat pop in. Lima bean pop in. Lima bean. Alright, now we got some people popping in. That's what I like to see. Hello, everybody. Yeah, Jim, you would be proud of me. There we go. I just want to buzz the strip there. Oh, like I was saying, Jim, you'd be proud. I definitely stopped and got snacks, so. Uh-oh. I don't know if I'll lose signal much in this or not. We shall see. You know, there we go. I just want to make sure people were still awake. That's why I buzzed the strip there. Much on your guys' end. That's got a little monitor here where I'm kind of keeping an eye on it. It wants to keep lagging and buffering. Hopefully you guys aren't seeing that too much on your end. Kind of down here in this rural area of Missouri and crossing into southeast Nebraska, and yeah, I don't know what their towers or signals are like around here, but just bear with me. Hopefully I'll be closer to civilization here in a few and won't lose anything. Do have a severe thunderstorm warning now on themselves down there by Salina, just north of I-70 there, or down to the, looks like a little bit to the northwest of Salina, Kansas. So that won't be too bad. If they make it this way, that would be great.
Severe thunderstorm warning on the boat. Severe thunderstorm.
Not the birds. Hard to say how many times this area through here has been underwater over the years.
Yeah, sir. Do we have anybody covering radar right now?
I copy that. Sorry. No, you're good. I've only got it for about another 15 minutes, so just ask me up.
If somebody could in the chat, let me know how this is broadcasting across, how you guys are watching it, if it's buffering a lot, or there's drops in the stream, audio choppy, or if it looks good, it's coming across good. If someone could let me know, that'd be awesome. Crossing the mighty Missouri River. .501 dispatch.
501.
Crossing back into southeast Nebraska.
And 1829. My bad, Derek.
Rulo, Nebraska. Not much to this little town anymore. They do have a little bar and grill thing, I think it is, here right on the river. called Wild Bill's. From what I understand, it's pretty popular.
National Weather Service in Wichita has issued a severe thunderstorm warning. Try this again. The severe thunderstorm warning has been issued out of Wichita. Severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Lincoln County and central Kansas until 1800 Central Daylight Time. At 1725 Central Daylight Time, the severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles northwest of Lincoln, moving east at 25 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. This is radar indicated. Locations impacted include Barnard. This does have 6-mile-per-hour winds and 1 inch or quarter-size hail. And has 30 minutes left.
If you are watching along with me and take a moment, drop in the chat there how it's coming across for you, where you're watching.
David 10 to all units on dispatch.
If there's been any drops or anything.
Activate operation mode. Take all operations to Ops 3. All operations to Ops 3. Chaser on the ground. I need a radar operator. Okay.
Alright, well, my 501 on Ops 3.
David 10, Ops 3.
Alright. So we are getting...
For the duration of this operation, you will be Vortex 3. Vortex 3.
Copy that, Vortex 3. So yeah, we're starting to get some severe thunderstorm warnings popping with that line of cells that's down
14, I'm still
down near Salina. So we'll see what happens.
14, Ops 3.
If this continues to play out and continue to move, they do have a spell there. They do have an active severe thunderstorm warning down there. I know they were getting some hail, like 1 inch hail like that, when I was looking a little bit ago. So just see what happens, see what develops. We're still at 83 degrees here, so we're gonna be getting ready to come into Falls City. Need to update my location here momentarily.
Currently have 2 severes on the board from Texas, Southern Texas. First one's going to be 26 minutes. It expires in 26 minutes. Tornado possible tag. National Weather Service in Brownsville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Hill County. First one's going to be 26 minutes. It expires in 26 minutes. Tornado possible tag. National Weather Service in Brownsville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Hill County and deep south Texas, northwestern Cameron County, and deep south Texas until 1800 Central Daylight Time. At 1722 Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over Mercedes High School or over Mercedes, moving east at 20 miles per hour, 6 mile per hour wind gusts and penny size. Again, this severe thunderstorm warning expires in 26 minutes.
Texas is seeing some action today, that's for sure.
National Weather Service in Brownsville, Texas has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Cameron County and deep south Texas, central Willacy County and deep south Texas. Until 18:15 Central Daylight Time at 17:07 Central Daylight Time. Severe thunderstorms located along the line or near Santa Monica or near La Acetanda Elementary School, moving east at 15 mile per hour, 6 mile per hour, wind gust and penny size hail. This is radar indicated. And this severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag expires in 40 minutes.
Yeah, Texas has been kind of busy today with their area and everything they have going on down there. It's been pretty active down there. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put the set my weather ticker to Kansas. So I'm kind of watching that area there for those cell development. We'll see what happens. If you're still tuning in with me, like I said, if you could drop in the chat just real quick, let me know how the broadcast is going, if it's still coming across loud and clear and no issues with droppage or audio drops or anything like that. I truly appreciate it. For some reason, I'm trying to monitor it on my dock, and I'm getting a lot of lag and droppage on it, and I don't know if that's just the device or the actual stream is dropping out. So if someone could let me know, I'd greatly appreciate you. I think I'm going to get over here to the Nebraska-Kansas line and kind of set up there and wait out and see what could potentially develop. Coming into Falls City, Nebraska now. I'm going to catch 73 and head south. That's my plan. That's my plan, Stan. This isn't a too bad of a little town. It's pretty decent. Actually, pretty decent size for a small town.
Dispatch on Ops 3. David 10, David 40 will be 10-6 for a little while, and 1301 will be taking radar for Vortex 3.
Copy that. 10-6 at 1839.
Vortex 3, copy all. Hopefully this stream hasn't dropped out for you guys. Closer to civilization now, so hopefully we're not having any drops or lag or anything like that, but we're gonna drop south here on 73 highway and go down to the Nebraska-Kansas state line. Yeah, Jim, my beacon's on. It should be showing. When I clicked Spotter Network, it did show that it was already active. My Life 360 is also active. So
1301 dispatch, obviously.
Go ahead.
1301, I'll be 10-8, 1041, radar for Vortex 3.
Copy that at 1840.
all right, thanks, Jim. Also, if you're still tuned in on my stream here, is it coming across okay? Could you let me know that? I said I'm monitoring dock for some reason was giving me issues. Yep, Falls City headed south on 73. That is correct.
Radar to Vortex.
Vortex 3.
Vortex 3, what's your...
On 73 highway. I'm gonna get to the Nebraska-Kansas line. Should be there within a couple minutes. And then I'm gonna Kansas line. Should be there within a couple minutes. And then I'm gonna say.
Yes, sir. You're looking at your most on our. It is severe warned. It does have ahead of that is 2 special weather statements on the board. Your severe warned is quarter size and 60-mile-an-hour winds.
Copy that. Thanks, sir.
No problem.
Vortex 3 dispatch. Vortex 3 dispatch ops 3.
Vortex 3, go ahead.
I'm going to be at the Kansas-Nebraska state line, just off of 73 highway south, an eighth of a mile to the east of highway 73.
Copy. Location at 1844.
So, for those of you that are watching, how's the stream coming across? I'm getting set up here, just kind of wait out, see what's going to happen with the storms that are to the southwest. Pull up the radar here, kind of indicate this little area right here. This blue dot over here is me. Kind of in line here is what I'm looking for. Just going to kind of track how these cells move across. If they continue to fire like that, we might be able to get in something. I might be able to shoot down if I need to. From 73, I can shoot down and potentially intercept here if they continue to move this direction. So that's the hopes. Just keeping an eye on that. Where's everybody watching from? If you can drop in the comments, let me know where you're at, where you're tuning in from. That'd be awesome. Kind of move at an angle here. Get a little more of the skyline. For those of you that are tuning in, I appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to hit those likes, subscribes. Give me a follow all my social medias. Storm Chaser Jeff Smith on Facebook. At JD Smith WX on Instagram. And of course, right here, YouTube. This is where I broadcast all my streams, is through YouTube. Radar, I use Radar Omega. They're my preferred radar provider or app, however you want to say it. I love the features. I love everything they provide. So very seamless, easy to use. It's my go-to radar app. So big shout out to Radar Omega there and the folks over there at Cyclone Port. Hey Jim, we were talking about Catherine Brock earlier. I think she's headed out this way, it looks like, to where I'm at. Looks like she's on 36 highway just to the south of me, coming up towards Hiawatha. So we'll see what happens here, but hopefully these storms make their way up towards us. If you like the content that I'm providing, albeit not very much action right now, but if you like the content I'm providing, you like seeing these streams, and you want to show your support, you can always donate to my streams via PayPal, via Venmo. The information is in my links on my YouTube channel. I think it might also be in the description of this stream.
Radar 2, Vortex.
Vortex 3.
Vortex 3, you're looking at about 289 minutes for the cell to be right around, it'll be kind of to the south of Hiawatha. It's going to be more in line towards Horton when it gets there, if it stays on its current track. Again, that'll be, you're looking at about 280, 290 minutes.
Copy that. Yeah, I was kind of banking that Horton could be in play, so I'll keep monitoring it. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, so like I was saying, if you like my streams, you like the content that I'm providing, you want to show your support, donations are always welcome. You can do that through PayPal, through Venmo. My links are in the description of this live stream. They're also on my YouTube channel. All support is appreciated. It does go towards the expenses with storm chasing and live streaming. It can be an expensive venture. All donations, all support will go towards gas, equipment, all those things that are necessary to make this possible and to keep providing these live streams free to the public. So just thought I'd throw that out there. I appreciate your support nonetheless. So thank you. We're gonna those cells down to the southwest, they are slow moving. That is for sure. Even the clouds up above are pretty slow moving. Might step out, stretch my legs a little bit, fire a couple of shots of with my camera just to get it kind of warmed up for any potential photo ops that may present themselves. You never know. But we'll, I don't know if I can get my lens popped on there. There we go. Alright, give me a moment. I'll be right back with you. I'm just going to step out and stretch my legs a little bit. Alright. Well, I mean, the idea that there's cells firing to the southwest here does show some promise. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, not in the sense that I think it's gonna go haywire or super crazy, by no means, but potentially potentially. Oh. I'm gonna have to get the whole lappy top plugged in here. There we go. All right. About to lose some power on my laptop. All right. We're going to adjust my dash cam here. All right. There we go. All right. Just reset my dash cam there. Well, my beacon is stuck on False City, so let me restart my radar Omega. Give me one moment here. Alright, hopefully that updated my beacon here. Yeah, Jim, if it's showing stuck on False City, I'm actually not too far outside of False City, so I don't know what the story would be there, but we'll see. So hopefully the stream is showing well for you guys. Every time I try to monitor it from my end, it doesn't always show up too well, so hopefully it's showing up good for you guys. I did lose one of my docking mechanisms here that helps me monitor the stream in real time, and I'm not sure what happened with that. So Them cells keep popping. That's pretty impressive down there.
Radar 2, Vortex.
Vortex 3.
Alright, your two front storms are now severe thunderstorm warned. It extends your northern one. Now the southern one is severe warned. Your northern one has a meso of 2. It's starting to get some low-level rotation up. Looking at your southern storm, this one's looking like if it's on the track of what radar says, it's going to merge with this storm to its north, and I think it's already starting to do that process. That southern storm has a meso of 3 on it, so these merge. I'm thinking it'll try and spin up something.
Copy that. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
All right. Hey, I think that's Renee 33. Yeah, it is a pretty sky. It's been beautiful out here all afternoon in this general area. I started my day off up here in southeast Nebraska and was here most of the morning into the afternoon, and yeah, they did get some rain that came through early this morning up here in southeast Nebraska. But once that cleared out, the skies have been beautiful. Like I said, a lot of this area up here, I like the open fields that you can just see for a ways, and just kind of waiting it out and seeing if those storms make their way. There is potential that I could shoot over and down towards Holton, Kansas. I may possibly make that trek towards Holton, Kansas. It's not much of a drop. That would put me a little more in line with these storms. A little bit closer to the west and a little bit south. So we might just shoot for that. Get over there by the Netawaka and yeah, just north there of Holton for an intercept. We might do that. Yeah, I think we're gonna shoot that way, and see what it comes. I think that's what we're gonna go for. Vortex 3 to dispatch on Ops 3.
Vortex 3, go ahead.
I'm gonna be mobile again. I'm going to change positions. I'm going to be headed south on 73 highway to US 36. I'm going to take US 36 west to 75 south and position a little closer to Holton, Kansas. I think that'll be a little bit better position for this line of storms that are moving.
Copy your location, 1906.
Alright. So if I do lose some signal or there's some droppage in the signal, I apologize.
Vortex 3 radar.
I apologize if there's some drop. Usually a couple. Vortex 3.
I'd say get Holton like you're doing. We'll see how these do train once they merge. We'll see if we might need to push you back north. But go ahead and I would definitely be staging like you are in Holton, and then I'll see when these things merge. See what trajectory they're on.
Copy that. Yeah, that's the nice thing about out here is there's a good, decent highway network for this area, so that'll come in handy. I'm gonna be shifting my position towards Holton, Kansas. Watching this line closely. There's currently 3 active severe thunderstorm warnings on these cells. Granted, some of that's extension. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can't get into something here. I think sunset is like 7:40 something central, so we do still shift a little closer in line with those storms. Be kind of a race for the daylight for the Not sure what the weather's like where you are, but or where you're watching from, but right now the skies were right where I'm at are just, they're beautiful. But we're gonna see if the storms coming up here change that any. If they can hold their strength, well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully we're still live there with you guys. Hopefully there isn't a lag or a freeze in the stream. If somebody could awesome. Thanks for tuning in from Pennsylvania. Barely a cloud in the sky. Nice. What's your temperatures like up there in Pennsylvania? I know you guys have had a lot of like colder weather go up through that area. In the 50s, not too bad. Is that kind of average for you guys up there this time of year, 50s? This time of year, 50s. Oh, hasn't been cold. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm not much of a cold person. Not a fan of the winter time. Don't like snow. Don't like ice. The blizzard we had back here in January that shut down from like central Kansas all the way east into Missouri. Yeah, that was no fun. I actually got snowed in at my house and could not leave. It was pretty wild. When I was a kid, I didn't mind going out and fun, you know. But I tell you, as I've gotten older, I cannot stand wintertime. The cold weather, not a fan at all. I would be happy were to go from like, you know, mid-October right back into mid-March and just skip wintertime altogether. I would be perfectly content with that. Going to be coming up on Hiawatha, Kansas here. Not sure, you know, on your history and things like that, but unique thing about Hiawatha, Kansas, this is true, and you wouldn't think of it being here in Kansas especially, but Hiawatha, Kansas is actually the birthplace of traditional Halloween as we know it. The tradition of trick-or-treating and the Halloween parade, all that stuff is began in Hiawatha, as a matter of fact. They have a big celebration every year in October, the Frolic, and they do a big parade and all kinds of activity things all month long in October. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's definitely pretty awesome that they do that. So yeah, one of the unique little pieces of history about Kansas. I think they even shut down schools, I think, on Halloween. There's no school, and they don't actually trick-or-treat on Halloween. They do it before Halloween. Actually, on Halloween is like a big holiday for them, and there's no school. They do parades during the day and at night, and then they do like a big dance thing or something, big party. But all the trick-or-treating is done like a couple days before Halloween, or the 2 days before Halloween. So it's pretty neat. My wife and I, we come up here with our 2 younger children and kind of experienced it some, so it was pretty neat. Yeah, I think the lady that started it all, and actually this story has been on like the History Channel. I forget what else. There's like little documentary things about it and everything.
Radar to Vortex 3.
Vortex 3.
Update on the cell. Your most northern cell at the warning got upgraded to ping pong ball size hail. It's showing cell markers has hail size at 2.5 inch. Meso's down to 1. She's, like I said, when these merge, like I'm thinking they're going to, she'll probably try to still produce them.
Copy that. Might be a little nudger theory going on there too. That lower cell giving just enough nudge to that upper cell, lead cell, to give it some more strength.
makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably it. Your southern cell though does have a meso 4 on it. Hale is reading off a cell marker 1 1/4 inch, and with this new cell marker scan showing mesos 2 now. Still, southern one looks like it's a more dominant cell other than this northern one. This northern one is a Haler though.
Copy that. Thank you. All right, so we're getting ready to come out of Hiawatha, Kansas here. We're going to shoot west on US 36. We're going to get over to 75, US 75, and head south. And see if we can't position a little more in the line with these cells. So far, liking the way they look. Looks like they're going to be some Hale producers, potentially. So the one for sure has increased in Hale. So hell yeah. Okay. What kind of funky light system we got going on here? Must have a little bit of road construction. Stay green, stay green, stay green, stay green. Don't want to break the law. Yep. Oh, geez. We're down to a 1 lane in this little spot. How inconvenient. Must be doing a little bridge work or something here. Huh. Interesting. I don't remember this being here, but must be new. All right. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that's tuning in so far and riding along with me. Hopefully it gets you at least one cell, or get us on one cell. That's my hopes. That's my goal. So we'll see what happens here. We're actually in that 23Z hour. This was the time frame earlier when I was looking at models and data earlier that showed probably the best potential for a reduction in convective inhibition. It's really a great potential for that, really. It's really a great potential for that, really. But yeah, wind, hail, rain, those are still the primary factors, especially large hail. So that's kind of the main threat. And it looks to be living up to that with the one cell there that's kind of the lead there. And it looks to be living up to that with the one cell there that's kind of the lead there. Let me think my radar in play here for you guys, so let me get that in play. No, it's not. I failed. Oh my gosh, I failed. I should be streaming that radar here in a moment for you guys, showing the movement of them storms. Gotta have it in motion, you know? So we're gonna slide over here to 75 south. Heading south on 75. South on 75. I have not broken into my gummy bears yet. I have not broken into my gummy bears yet. I will admit. I do see some gummy bear. I will admit. I do see some gummy bear sacrifice, but I have not broken into my gummy bears yet. but I can guarantee that there will be some gummy bears sacrificed here in a little bit. Ooh, feel the wind off that semi. There we go. Now she's moving. I just want to make sure that radar was animated for you guys. Alright. Gonna be coming up on a little area called Fairview, Kansas. I think it's Fairview. Might have that wrong. It's Fairview. We're gonna hit the exchange here for 75 and shoot south. And I actually just positioned myself just north of Holton. We'll see. Window is dirty. I apologize. That didn't really make it any better, but still got the buggy guts right in the middle of the window. I apologize. Houses going out this way along the highway here. Beautiful little countryside, honestly. 36 just kind of cuts right through it. Not bad at all. Funny thing, on these streams, you're sitting here in this car and you feel like you're talking to yourself. Sometimes you are talking to yourself. You can see people in the chat. You got people commenting. Ooh. You can see people in the chat. You got people commenting. Ooh. Long ball size hail possible and up to 2 inches. Nice. Yeah, I knew there was potential for, I think hail was the primary threat with these. Any cells that were going to pop as marginal risk. Let's see. Moment of truth. Oh, no, that's the moral sign. The Fairview sign should be up here. I'll feel redeemed. Or, you know, feel good if it turns out that way. drop down to 40. Slow down, Jeff. Yep, Fairview. There we go. I was right. I'd have felt bad if I was mispronouncing their town. It's a nice little town, honestly. It's not very big, but it is a nice little town. We're gonna shoot south here. Just a moment. And we'll probably station just slightly north of Holton. It's about 6:30 Central Daylight Time here right now, so I think we still have an hour and 15 minutes till sunset, I believe. So, but we are going to shoot south. Well, there it is. Forgot that this bridge is kind of angled. Throws off the exits a little bit. All right. Here we go again. On my own. Have to update my location. Entering the lane. All right. There we go. All right. So we are southbound on 75, headed towards Holton, Kansas. Positioning wise, hoping we get in a decent line with these storms. Pretty good line still to the southwest there. Moving east-northeast.
Radar to Vortex 1.
Vortex 3.
Vortex 3, you're looking at an arrival time 1:62 minutes. 1:62. Your cell is looking pretty healthy, still a hailer. It does have a meso 2 on it. Max cell size per cell marker alpha 0 is showing 1 3/4 inch. Your southern storm and your and there's a cell behind it are both now severe warn for both quarter-sized hail, 6 to 9 hour gusts, and your most northern storm and frontal storm is for ping pong ball size hail.
Copy that. Thank you. Does look like a new mesoscale discussion come out a little bit ago. they kind of shifted the area, so it was a good play of making a move like I did, because I'm where I was earlier, kind of in the northwest Missouri area, is no longer in the mesoscale discussion area. So, but moving down here to the Holden area, that's definitely, I'm still within it. So, and that's what these cells are moving into. So we'll keep heading that way. Just past the sheriff. So I hope everybody's enjoying the stream. Hopefully, if you are, hit that like button. Help out the algorithm there. Show your love, show your support. If you're enjoying the content that I'm providing, hopefully you'll enjoy it more if I get us up on a cell here. Get us a little bit of action. But if you're enjoying what I'm putting out and you want to show more support and like that, donations are always welcome and appreciated to show support for my streams. That enables me to keep these streams free to the public. Your support would help with the expenses associated with storm chasing, with providing these streams. Those include expenses like gas for the extensive travel that goes on during chases, equipment upgrades, taking care of equipment, things like that. So in the description of this stream, there's 2 links, one for PayPal, one for Venmo. If you want to show your support, greatly appreciated. It's not required. Donations are welcome if you wish to donate. But for tuning in and riding along with me. So yeah, that lead cell just keeps getting extended out, severe warn. So we're gonna keep working that way and see what happens. But so far, I mean, they're remaining healthy cells. So definitely dropping some hail. So we'll see what happens when they get into this environment. And yeah. Just want to say thanks again for joining me here on YouTube and joining in on this live stream. And if you want to stay up to date with everything I get involved with weather-wise, you can follow me on Facebook, Storm Chaser Jeff Smith. You can follow me on Instagram at JD Smith WX. And of course, you got me here on YouTube. Yes, Jim, thank you so much. Support the Chaser. Appreciate that. Jim there, he's got his Subby's Weather Talk, West Central Missouri. He's on the radio down there in West Central Missouri. So definitely check him out. Heard my oh, it's a casino. Up here, kind of in northeast Kansas, there's 2, 3, 4 different tribal Native American tribal casinos. They're nice casinos too. Not gonna lie. I'm not much of a gambler or anything like that, but yeah. So I think I'm going to come down 75 here. There's a 286th road. I might, when I get up to that might be kind of where I pull off at. Depending on what the scenery is there. I want to have a good clear shot to the sky, of course. But I might kind of set up there for a bit. Wait these storms in, kind of monitor their movement, their track. I've got Dean Thielen. He's also a chaser with Torcon. He's backing me up on radar tonight, so shout out to Dean for his dedication, his hard work, and helping me out. I've got Subby here in the chat and monitoring my stream, and he's helping out as well. He's Torcon's lead meteorologist. Great wealth of knowledge in that man, and I learned a lot from him. So big shout out to Dean, big shout out to Subby. Just passing by the Kickapoo, excuse me, I apologize, Kickapoo, Native American tribe of Kansas. Just passed by the exit to their area. Crossing into Jackson County, Kansas. Might have been a chaser there. Not sure. Couldn't tell. He had lights going, flashing lights and a few antennas. There was an emblem on the truck. Not sure who it would have been. Don't see a beacon near me, so if they're not on my network. But I think I'm going to find a good spot here to get pulled off. How close am I to Netawaka? Oh, I'm coming up on Netawaka now. Hopefully it keeps its current track, because if it keeps its current track, I'm going to be right there with it. When I do get set up here, I'm going to sacrifice some gummy bears. They've spent too much time in that package. It's time for them to bust out. Alright, let's see here. Junction 9. Do I want to take Junction 9 and slide a little more towards Wetmore? No, it tends to curve back towards the north. We're going to stay the current course, baby. We're about 10 miles out from Holton. Ooh, that might be a nice little spot. I might consider that. Keep that in mind. a little pull off there. That might not be bad. Let's hope for a little more clearer shot. The sky's kind of muddied. So what's everybody having for dinner? Snacks, yes. Nader boys, yes. Got the gummy bears. Got some goldfish crackers. Got energy drinks. Everything I am seeing, these storms are intensifying outflow from... Nice. I like the sounds of it, Subby. Thanks for the info. Like I said, I wasn't anticipating much, but I did say, you know, I was going to ride it out to about the 6, 7 o'clock hour. If nothing started popping or anything like that, I'd probably call it a night. But since these cells are popping to the southwest, and I'm kind of positioning good to try to get in line with them, I'm going to ride it out, and we'll see how she goes. Just hope kind of watch the sky here. Don't want to end up on anybody's personal property. I definitely don't, you know, don't want to get shot or nothing like that. Funny story. I feel bad, but over in northwest Missouri, I was sitting there getting everything set up, and a truck driver was sitting in a lot over with his truck. He ends up coming over to me and questioning what I'm doing, and saw the camera set up, and I don't know if he thought I was working for the government or what it was, but he was a little heated about questioning, you know, what I'm doing and all that. And I had to explain to him and kind of show him like the radar and all that, and tell him, you know, this is what I'm doing, storms and everything like that. And I think he finally understood and kind of caught on. But there for a moment, I was like, is this guy gonna lose it on me or what? And why was he so concerned if I worked for the government? Who knows? So we'll keep eyeing some pull-off spots that I don't really want. Area, turn around here and go back, that I don't really want. About to find out. I don't know if it's somebody's private drive or what. Ain't much to pull off on there. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Wasn't going quick enough for you, I guess. By golly. Alright. Well, we're sliding down into Holton here. Let's see. We've got a four-way. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, here we go. There we go. I like this. We're gonna go up this road a little bit, get turned around, kind of pull off to the side here. That way I can move accordingly. Let's see if I can find a good spot to turn around. Turn around, bright eyes. Sorry. Forgot I'm not in the shower. Actually, I forgot I'm streaming here, but for a moment, like I said, you end up in the car here and singing to yourself, or you feel like you're talking to yourself. And all right. So, is this a little pull off here? Did I oh, hey, here we go. There we go. Just angle right up in here. It should be fine. Not on the road. I'm not actually up in Obey's field. This was a little access road to a field. So, hey, there we go. All right. I am in line. Looks like it built up some steam again for hail. I'm going to step out here and get something out of the back of the car for a minute.
Radar 2, Vortex 3.
Vortex 3.
Just a heads up on your northern storm. This is now warned as considerable for golf balls, I said.
Copy that. And if you follow the track lines, I am in direct line with that storm. I'm sitting just north of Holton off of 75, facing southwest. Watch it come in.
Radar copies. Yeah, you're. I've got you where I'm thinking you're at. You're going to be in perfect position. This thing will come straight to you.
Copy that.
Dispatch also copies your location.
Time for folding chair and snacks. That's right, subby. Yeah, following the track lines and timeline, the track, I'm basically facing right into it at the moment. I'll reassess and reposition if I need to get a little south of it. That way I'm not getting a direct hit, but we'll see by the time it gets here. A little Michael Bolton. yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I can sing or not. Some people tell me I can. I don't know. I was just kind of horsing. But yes, going to get set up here, kind of wait it out, and see what it looks like coming in. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Be sure to hit that like, that follow, that subscribe, hit that bell, notification bell. That way you know when I'm live, when I'm putting out content, and we'll just see what happens. Hang tight. I'm going to get some things out of the back seat. Probably get out the camera here and get some shots. We'll take some pictures here. right. So we're actually sitting, it's still about 80 degrees out. A little bit of a breeze out there, but nothing too wild, nothing too crazy. I'm just gonna wait it out here. We'll show you here what we're watching for come in here. So get my radar pulled up here and bring it in a little closer for you guys. So what I'm looking for, this blue dot right here, that's me. This cell right here is the one we're looking at. That's coming right in towards us. Right now, moving about 36 miles per hour, but we're at hail 100%, severe hail 100%. Max hail is now 2 3/4 inch. DBZ 66, Ville 64. So pretty good size hail. It's a hailer for sure. Got a nice little hail core on it. Let's bring that in a little bit. Yeah, you can see that hail core. I mean, that looks good. Yep, there's me. My laptop likes to jump over to me. Got some lightning with it. So yeah, we're just gonna play this out, see what happens, see what we can get into. Appreciate y'all joining me. So let's, yeah, we'll keep Netawaka. Pretty sure I'm pronouncing that. Netawaka. All right. Hopefully this stream is playing out well for you guys. Hopefully it's not dropped out or anything. Hopefully you're getting a good view of it like I am. So we're gonna ride this out and see if we don't get us a good storm come our way. So real quick, one of the snacks that I got, these things are kind of addicting, but these flavor blasted baked goldfish extra cheddar, I'm telling you, these things are addicting. I made a recipe, what was it, last night at home, that these were kind of like the breading on top, and yeah, the box was left over and I'm killing the box. It's yeah. And then got my trusty old energy drink here. These things are addicting. Probably bad for me, but so be it. And then I've got, you know, gotta have the gummy worms. Got to have the gummy worms. Thanks, Jim, for letting me know that everything's sounding good and looking good. I'm gonna get ready to kill some of these gummy bears, so I'll spare you the details. Clean up that window a little bit. Uh-oh. Looks like I lost a little bit of focus here. There we go. My buddy Tucker's at home. Did that make it better, Jim? I thought I tried to focus it in. Hopefully that made it better. Oh yeah, Jim, that was what I made too. It was a tuna noodle casserole, yeah. And I put the goldfish over top of it and baked it. My mom used to make tuna noodle casserole when I was a kid, and she'd crush up like potato chips over top of it when she baked it. As I got older, wasn't a fan of the potato chips much on it anymore. But it was still good nonetheless. But yeah, I don't know what it was. This week I had a craving for tuna noodle casserole. I hadn't had it in a long time, and so I ended up making it. Take a look at radar here. I'm going to see if that cell has any rotation to it. Bring this back up. Let's see. Let's take a look at velocity here. Maybe. Might have to refresh my radar. Let's see here. Let's go to tilt. Am I on? Oh yeah, I'm on tilt 4. Okay. Ooh, what's the report we got here? 1.5 inch hail. Cloud County. Wow. It's a pretty good little cell. It's been tracking pretty good while. It's slow moving, but it's been pretty consistent tracking. So let her keep tracking up my way. Let me refresh this real quick. Give me a second here. She'll pop back up here in just a moment. Boom, there she is. All right, let me get her back in motion here. She's taking a little bit to load. Excuse me. Yeah, she's kind of slow moving. A little bit of lag in my internet here. There we go. Let's check the box here. There we go. Oh. Yes, I'm in the process of killing some goldfish. In case you were wondering. Here. See if I can refresh this to run a little smoother. There we go. There we go. Now she's smooth and tracking a little smoother. Radar wasn't tracking as smooth as I wanted it to. All those little flashes down there, nice lightning flashes. Looks like that lower set of cells kind of converged into one big line there. Looks like it's going to track right along I-70. Which, if it does, that's going to come right into Abilene, Junction City, clip Manhattan, Kansas, come right towards Topeka. Oh, nice. Good information, Jim. Thank you. Yeah, that one cell's kind of broke away from the group there. That lead cell. It's moving right along. It keeps on the track. It's going to come right towards Holton. But it's been maintaining pretty well. Well, shoot. My memory card got full on my dash cam. No good. Thank you, Jim. I'm going to save my dash cam. I'd like to just clear out my memory card so I can record that storm coming in through the dash cam, get the angles off of it. We've got one mounted cam. I've got a 4-cam system on the dash cam that has 2 interior cameras, a rear camera, and a forward-facing camera that records in 4K. These looking to see if this severe thunderstorm gets an extension, the one that's headed our way. She'll see what happens. Still a little ways out from us, but nonetheless, with the lightning associated with it, could get a little bit of a light show, potentially. No knowledge of anything developing north of us or anything like that. Looks like to all be right in here. I'm actually going to switch radar sites. I'm going to switch over to the Kansas City radar since it is picking those up. And well, we'll ride Topeka's radar a little bit longer. The closer it gets to it, though, we're going to have to switch radar sites. So what did everybody have for dinner tonight? Drop in your chat, or drop in the chat, let me know. Whatever it was, hopefully it was good. I feasted on goldfish and gummy bears. So, not the best dinner, but nonetheless, it was sustenance. Yeah, hold me over till I get home. Oop. Biscuits and gravy. Ain't nothing wrong with breakfast for dinner. I'm a big fan of that myself. I've been known to hammer down a stack of pancakes for dinner. Actually, lately I've been doing up pancakes with chocolate chips in them, and then slathering them down with peanut butter when they're done, and then syrup on top, and just chef's kiss. That's all I can say. You and me both, Subby. You and me both. I was just looking at the radar on that lead cell, and it's tracking towards Westmoreland, Kansas. And I remember Westmoreland from last chase season. Timber was there, and they had that unique shaped funnel and tornado that come down. Sadly, it did claim one life. Did hit a house there, and a lady passed away. And but yeah, Westmoreland, that tornado was odd shaped, kind of noodle and stretched across the sky. If you haven't seen that, go back on Reed Timmer's YouTube and look up Westmoreland. And yeah, it was something. If I remember right, they were in a Dollar General parking lot or something when it first started forming and everything, and then they tracked it out, and sadly they came up on the house that had been hit, and the end result, unfortunately. But we're just kind of sitting it out, waiting it out, see what happens. That's the kind of like the fishing. We're sitting and waiting for a bite. Let's see, what speed is this moving? 33 miles an hour. I almost look for him to give an extension on that cell. I'd be surprised if they didn't. I'm almost considering... let me take a look here, something real quick. Let's take a look here. Considering kind of bouncing around my mind, I'm considering making a play for Westmoreland, Kansas. That cell's tracking towards Westmoreland. It's just going to be to the west of Westmoreland around 8 p.m. on its current track. Or I might just drop slightly to the east of Westmoreland. Thinking. Decisions. But at the same time, kind of end up in the wildlife area there too, and I don't know that I want to be kind of stuck in the wooded area without a clear line of sight. Yeah, it does look like those that line of cells, that's going to track right along I-70. Let's see here. I think we're going to make a move. I think I'm going to drop down and kind of shoot more towards Westmoreland. So let's go do that. Vortex 3. Dispatch. Ops 3.
Vortex 3, go ahead.
I'm going to move positions. I'm actually going to move a little bit more to the west. That lead cell has kind of shifted more, kind of moving easterly or to the east. Looks like it's going to track this south of Westmoreland. I'm going to try to get in line with it a little bit closer.
Vortex 3, I copy your traffic and location at 2026. Safe travels. Yes.
So yeah, I think we're going to move. I want to get a little better lineup on this. So we'll see what happens here. Get a little closer lineup on it. We're going to take 16 west out of Holton.
Radar 2, Vortex 3.
Vortex 3.
Vortex 3, I would suggest you, and tell me your thoughts, I'd suggest maybe to play, if you're going to move, I'd go to around Emmett. It's going to be still to the south of Westmoreland. It's going to be good in line with this storm. So that'd be my suggestion, at least.
Copy that. You must have read my mind, because yeah, that's actually what I was looking at. I'm going to shoot west on 16 out of Holton, tie into 63 south, and probably position just outside of Emmett, on the north side of Emmett.
Copy that, Vortex 3.
So yeah, I think I'm going to move a little bit. I'm going to be to the east of Westmoreland, Kansas, but just a little bit better alignment with that cell as it's tracking across. I'm going to take 116 here.
Just a heads up, also Vortex 3, this thing is starting to get its act together, back together a little bit. It's now showing on the sun markers showing a meso 1. We've got some very broad area level rotation just to the northeast of Wakefield, and you will be with your position, you will be in play for that if it decides to spin up some.
Copy that. it's off in the distance, but I hope you guys can see that sky off to the west there. That's pretty. A little bit of sun in the backdrop there. It's a beautiful, beautiful view. Yeah, we're gonna change positions. We're gonna position ourselves probably just outside of a little town called Emmett. It's gonna put us a little better alignment with this storm. Just kind of move as it moves. But man, look at the sky up ahead. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Hopefully pop one of these hills would get a much clearer shot of it. Not sure how well that's showing up in the stream, but the sky off to the west here in Kansas looking just beautiful. Beautiful scenery. Bear Creek Lake. I've come down here camping sometime. I've heard a lot about it. Temperature wise, we're still at 78 degrees. It's gorgeous out right now. Man, that sky, that is beautiful. Yeah, look at that. That is just beautiful. Approaching that sundown time. Yeah, look at that. That is just beautiful. Backdrop with that sun. Hopefully you guys are seeing that in the stream, but hopefully it looks as good as it looks for me, because that's just a beautiful sight. Get over here a little bit further up the road here, and we're going to shoot south on 63, end up just outside of Emmett, Kansas. Emmett makes me think of Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. If anybody's my age or a little bit older, they know all about Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. That's still one of my favorite Christmas specials. Ain't no hole in the wash tub. 12 miles out from Kansas 63, and then we'll shoot south. Yeah, Renee, that is. Glad you guys are seeing it. It is beautiful. If I wasn't so much on the mission to get to my spot, I'd stop and take a picture of that, because that is just absolutely stunning. Very picturesque. Yeah, wow, that's just beautiful. Wow, that's just beautiful. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna slow up here. Hold on, I'm gonna snag a picture of that. Let me get the quick. Just my inverter wheeling. Alright, let's see if I can get a picture of that. Nothing like a couple quick pictures, but that little stop there, that gives you guys a chance to see what I'm seeing. Alright. Yeah. Moving back up a road here. Yeah, you cannot stop and snag a couple photos of that. Couldn't help that. All right. Get back to moving here. Hopefully I didn't lose anybody here. A little bit of updraft off to the northwest of me here. Stream might have froze a little bit. Hopefully not. Hopefully y'all still with me. Oh, nice. But be a good thing, good spot to sit and time lapse on, that's for sure. Hopefully I'm not moving into any dead spot area here or anything like that. Might have to refresh my radar on here. Oh, there we go. Looks like they dropped the severe on it. Huh. Yeah. We're still going to try to get in line with it here. We're not too far out from 63.
Radar 2, Vortex 3.
Vortex 3.
On your cell. You still have a Meso 1 on it. On the cell marker, but it is old for update. Still got a hail core on it. Not really seeing much of rotation, but broad surface level. Or, surface level.
Copy that. And I do see one trying, looks like to the northwest of that cell. It's starting to pop up. Keep an eye on that one as well.
Copy, I am, it's not looking like anything right now to me, but it's also just popped up, so we'll see how it goes.
Copy that, yeah, off to my northwest of where I'm at. See some up. Nothing impressive yet. Nothing impressive yet.
Copy that, Vortex 3, new cell marker update. It's looking like it's showing
Nothing impressive yet.
it's now down to hail size is 0.01 inch. Village dropped to 26, and your max DBZ is 61.
How are those cells, that line of cells looking that's tracking along I-70 there?
It's showing that it is losing steam, and it's now down to hail size is 0.01, easy is 61.
Copy that. How are those cells, that line of cells looking that's tracking along I-70 there? Getting ready to come up on 63 and all.
Can you repeat? You were 10-1.
I was just curious how the line of cells that's tracking along I-70 to the east, how those were looking.
They are still under severe warning. You've got your, in the polygon, Romeo 1 is going to be your it's a Meso 3, 33 for the Ville. Your max tail size is 3/4 of an inch, just 1/460 mile/hour gusts, and quarter says who. Correction, hill is 3/4 of an inch. Just to its kind of north part of this line, kind of the northern part of this line, is about to come into Junction City. You just got a special weather statement on it. It's got a pretty good sized hail core on it. Gulf 1 is that cell marker. Max hail size is reading 1.25 inch. Fill is 53. Meso is 1.
Copy that. Copy that. I'm getting ready to come up on 63 to shoot south towards Emmett. I am starting to see some lightning. I'm getting ready to come up on 63 to shoot south towards Emmett. I am starting to see some lightning off to my southwest.
Radar comes. Radar comes.
So yeah, we're gonna still shoot south here on 63 when we get up here. Go towards Emmett, kind of original target that I was looking at. Here, go towards Emmett, kind of original target that I was looking at. Has lost some of its muster, some of its strength. That's not to say that it can't recycle again. We're gonna shoot to the south here on 63, and there is a cell that's trying to pop up to the northwest of this current cell, so I can always turn and reroute and shoot up 63 to the north to try to intercept. Ends up coming into play, but we'll shoot south here. We'll get down here by Emmett. We'll see if we can get in line with this cell, see what she does, what she brings us, what she produces. Hopefully y'all are still tuning in. I appreciate you. Haven't had much of a chance to glance over to chat recently, so not sure who all's still here with me and tuning in. Thank each and every one of you. And to the east of Westmoreland. We're going to try to get in front of this cell here and see. This was the one that was dropping a lot of hell. It seems to have lost some of its strength, but you never know. We'll give her a shot and see what she... And it looks like they've been burning a lot of farmland out here. We're going to try to get direct line of it. It's moving right to the east, it looks like, mostly to the east. Hopefully I don't have any drastic signal drops or anything like that. Please let me know in the chat if you're still seeing and hearing me good and there hasn't been any signal drops. I haven't been down in this area much, so I'm not sure what my signal will be like. So please let me know in the chat if you're still hearing me good, seeing me good, no buffering, no drops, no nothing else. I haven't been down in this area much, so I'm not sure what my signal will be like. So please let me know in the chat if you're still hearing me good, seeing me good, no buffering, no drops, no nothing like that. I'd greatly appreciate it. About 7:50 Central Time here. Subby or Renee, if you're still watching along with me, if you can, let me know that the stream's still going good and sounds good, looks good, there's no drops or anything like that. I'd greatly appreciate it, or anybody else that's tuning in for that matter. Like I said, I'm back here kind of on these back little state highways. So far so good. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it. Like I say, I'm not sure what signal's like back in these areas, so we don't know if we'll have some drop or what, but it's still looking good. Yeah, I somehow lost the docking mechanism where I could monitor the signal strength and all that. I'm gonna have to review that and see what's going on with that before Saturday there. See the cell off to my west. Woo. Some tight curves down through here, baby. Some tight curves down through here, baby. Seeing still.